Hey guys, JRon here to show you how to do the Shadow Temple early entrance glitch. So to do this glitch, you're going to need to have, first of all, your Hylian shield and Master Sword equipped. You're going to need to climb up here to where the piece of heart in the box is, using the bean sprout, which you should already have planted. And you're going to need to have the bomb shoes equipped. So to do this glitch, first thing is you're going to have to use this box, your bomb shoes and the shield and sword, to high jump onto that ledge. And it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but once you get the hang of it, you seem to get it pretty much every single time. So the next part is you're going to need to climb on these seams, and you're going to seam walk all the way over to not there, but past where the entrance is, and you're going to hop all the way down and glitch out the entrance. And you'll see here in a second what I mean. So to start the glitch, you're going to need to do the high jump. To do the high jump, first of all, climb to this box and hold Z. You're going to need to be parallel, exactly parallel with the wall. And so if you need to do that because you keep falling, just walk up to the box, and as soon as you're pressed against the box or as soon as you climb up it, you're vertical. That's all you need to do. So to do the high jump, while you're pressing Z, you take out your bomb shoes and you run forward. As soon as your feet leave the box, as soon as your feet, not before and not a little bit after, but as soon as your feet leave that box, you let go, you press R, and you rapidly press B. So you jump, let go of Z, press R, and rapidly press Z. You can press R and B at the same time, it doesn't really make a difference, but as soon as your feet leave that box, release Z, press R, and rapidly press B. Has to be in that order. So here's a demonstration. Hopefully I get it on the first try. Lately I haven't, and like I said, you get used to it. So let's go. So that's what's gonna happen if you successfully make it onto the ledge. So that was the high jump, and it's really not very demonstrative in order how to do it, but as soon as your feet leave the ground, do what I said and you should be good. It's really just getting it into your system and feeling the flow of it. So the next part is seam walking. So this is what I mean by the seam. Right here. Yeah. So to get up there, do not walk up because you'll slip. To get up there, you're going to need to hold Z and backflip. To get up, I usually backflip twice, and somehow I did it the first time this time, but usually I land right here. And once you're here, Navi will be annoying, but once you're here, you need to get just the right angle so you don't go too far, don't go too far back. Then backflip again, and you should be on the seam. Play around with that, and it's, again, something to get in your system. So the next part is walking on the seams. Whenever your feet are, your left foot is your way of guiding yourself on the seams. If your left foot is too far over the seam, then you'll fall. If your left foot is too far under the seam, then you'll fall as well. Try to keep your left foot roughly on the little bit of the seam. Either that or a little bit to the right, and that's a safe place to have it. Now, whenever you turn a corner, you're going to need to walk until Link steps up. So that just happened right now, and I'll show you again in a second. But once he steps up, that means you're on the new seam. And once you're on the new seam, you can adjust your angles and, you know, just make it to the other side. It's relatively safe if you gauge yourself with your left foot, as I said. So play around with the angles until you feel pretty good, then you can pretty much run to the very edge of it. However, if it's your first time, I advise just walking. So walk forward until Link steps up, like that. The view of the camera will move up a little bit, and then you know you're good. Adjust your angle, walk forward. And these corners are a little bit tricky because Link doesn't step up, but as soon as you're across that little diagonal line, your left foot or whatever it is, then you can turn safely, and you should be able to, you know, be on the next seam. Those are the trickier ones, and the trickiest one is the one after right here. So step up, view moves, adjust, walk forward, and this is the trickiest edge right here. Just walk forward until you feel pretty safe that you're past. Then if you feel like you can walk forward on this without tripping into the corner, then walk forward. sometimes here you'll fall on the ledge, but you'll only fall partially, and you can backflip back up to the top. That's happened a couple times to myself. So walk forward, and you're almost there. Do not jump down if you're doing something like the Uber challenge. If you're not doing the Uber challenge, you can just walk down the stairs and do whatever the heck you want. But if you are doing the Uber challenge, or you'd like to be just plain out awesome, then do this little trick right here. Walk to the middle of this seam, right about where the staircase is. You're going to want to use the staircase because if you mess this up, you'll at least fall on the staircase and not out of the programming. So walk to about where the staircase is. Look vertical, parallel, so adjust your camera, and once you're good, maybe a little bit to the left. Once you're good, you're going to want to run to the side and side hop. Hold left until you fall all the way down. If you don't hold left, you'll end up landing on the staircase. And if you do it correctly and don't touch the staircase at all, voila! You got yourself the Shadow Temple and some pretty trippy programming. So, you're welcome.